Never half butt. Use your whole butt.
Hello.
The Krusty Krab pizza is the pizza for you and me. The Krusty Krab pizza is the pizza absolutely. It's Friday. It's Friday. Friday means Sissy's out of school until Monday. Well, when she gets home today. Today was Charlotte's field day. So she was supposedly out running around in the water and getting wet and having a blast and having a grand old time. So the end of the year is coming. The end of the school year is coming. And I am actually really looking forward to it. As much as I love the routine of school, it's going to be really nice to not have that. I mean, for a little while. And then it gets old after a while, right? It gets old after a while and you're like, okay, I'm ready to go back to a routine. Like I would love, well, I don't know, summer's out for what, like 2.5 months? For me, I start to get irritated after about a month of having both my children home all the time, every day. Happy Friday, Wolf. Happy Friday, Chiron. Happy Friday, EJ. Happy Friday, Hayes. Yeah, my hair is down because I had a very productive morning this morning. I gave Stixel a bath. And that's usually insane for me because she's about 65 pounds. But I got the brilliant idea to put her on a leash and attach her to the trampoline. So I actually gave her a bath and got really nasty and hairy and sweaty in the process. And so I actually laid down to take a quick, well, I guess I wasn't super sweaty, but I laid down to take a super quick nap and I woke up at like 1:20 and I was like, I've got to take a shower. So I didn't have any time to do anything with my hair. So it's wet. This is what it looks like wet. It's like kind of wavy. But yeah, I don't wear my hair down as often as I probably should. Although I will say that because it's so humid here in Texas, I oftentimes don't wear my hair down because it doesn't matter if I flat iron it because it looks weird when it's like it gets frizzy if I just let it air dry. I really just need better products. That's really what I need. Just better products. Maybe I could wear my hair naturally curly more often if I just had better products. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6. Did any of you guys watch the Dune show on HBO? I just saw a clip pop up on my YouTube feed of the Dune show. I never watched it because I don't have HBO, and because usually if something is on HBO, that usually means it's not something I want to watch anyway. But I was just curious. That's the wrong thing. But I'm just curious if anybody watched it and really liked it. Like, was it good? Was it a good, like, addition to the story? I think it's a prequel. But I woke up this morning. Actually, we kind of woke up late. I got Charlotte to school late. And I feel really terrible, but Charlotte is having some sort of skin allergic reaction. We don't really know exactly what it is, but she's allergic to something. And she woke up yesterday with her cheeks really red and just itchy. And her ears were itchy. And we realized she had actually slept on my pillow last night or 2 nights ago because she had stolen my pillow. I think she and Auden were playing and they stole my pillow and they were playing on it. And then she ended up falling asleep on it. And I use a shampoo that has tea tree oil in it. I used to use, so back when Ander had hair and it was thinning, he used to use this shampoo called Nioxin. And Nioxin is supposed to supposedly help you hang on to your hair better. It's supposed to help retain, and it's supposed to stimulate the scalp and stimulate growth and all that stuff. Does it actually work? I don't know. I honestly have no idea. I feel like it helped kind of sustain Anders' hair for a while, but it doesn't give you a full head of hair. So finally, when he shaved all of his hair off, which I think looks great, and I thought we probably should have done this forever ago. I really liked using his Nioxin because it had what felt like menthol in it, or mint or something that was really tingly and invigorating, and it felt so good. It was cooling on my head, on my scalp. So I went to the store because since I'm a licensed esthetician, I can shop at like an actual like beauty store that you have to be a licensed professional to shop at. And I bought this tea tree shampoo and conditioner because I wanted that tingly sensation. I don't love it, but it is okay, I guess. But if my child is allergic to it, then that is a problem. Also, hello, Rumi, how's it going? And Peony! Nioxin is super fun. It makes my scalp feel really tingly. My wife has convinced 5K Easy to side with her on the should daddy cut his hair debate. Do you have long hair right now? Okay, Chiron. Here's the deal with me and screens. I don't struggle so much with it because Charlotte is very much like she gets screen time, and then when she's done with screen time, she's done. She doesn't have any issues turning it off. She gets her screen time. She doesn't have any problems like transitioning. I have to give her a warning. I have to be like, hey, 10 minutes until screen time's over, or else then she can get kind of frustrated. But I am lucky because she is able to be like, this is screen time from this time to this time. And then after that, screen time is over and I can go and find different things. She doesn't get obsessed with it and think about it all the time. It kind of depends on the game she's playing. I feel like if she's playing a game that she really wants to play, then she'll be a little more like, well, can I just have a couple? But I can't remember the last time she was like, can I just have like 15 more minutes? And maybe that's because she hasn't found a game she's super into. Shane, happy pizza day. Rumi's hair is down past his shoulders. And now your wife, okay, wait. So your wife and 5KZ are telling you that you should cut it, or do you want to cut it and they don't want you to cut it? Like, what's the story? Down to your shoulder blades? What's that even like? Andrew didn't have enough hair to do that. Bless him. He never shaved his head when he was bishop because he couldn't grow a beard. But now that he's not a bishop, now that he's not bishop anymore and he can actually like grow a beard, I think he looks great with his shaved head. I don't know why we didn't. Because we were both like, can you pull that look off? I don't really know. But then he did it and I was like, I think it looks great. I think you look great, babe. Speaking of great, Mactastic's here. Mactastic, I'm sorry, I have not sent you. I have some files, some art, some t-shirt designs. I need to send them to you. Now you're here, and I will remember to do that. So I apologize that I kind of forgot. Like we talked about it, and then I was like, yeah, okay, and then I forgot. So I have not. I mean, I forgot, but only because I got distracted. And I got my new Android phone today. I had a friend that was like, oh, I tried Android after being on iPhone forever, and I hated it. It was awful. And I was like, oh, crap. But then he said, yeah, I got this crappy old Android. And I was like, oh, well, any crappy old phone is going to be a crappy old phone. It's also Lindsay. It has been a crazy week. To say that last weekend was a like insane weekend is an understatement. Okay, so I have Andrew and I were just discussing mullets the other day. I don't think mullets look great on anybody, but apparently a whole lot of girls do. A whole lot of people do these days, and I am not one of those, but you know, whatever. My husband doesn't have any hair, so my friend struggled with this whole situation with her kids. Her kids were like, so she has 3 boys, and they all are obsessed, and it's all or nothing. Like there's no like, well, you can just play for an hour and then be done. It was never that simple. It was always, well, but there's just this one more thing, but I'm in the middle of this. I can't stop now. Why can't I play? Well, can I just do it with so-and-so? Can I do it with my friends? Can I get 5 more minutes? Can I earn 5 more minutes? I mean, it was so crazy. And she felt really bad because she was like, I really want to let them play. But at the same time, like, I can't, it's either they get screen time and then they take advantage of it. And if you give them an inch, they take a mile, or I'm just like, that's it. The Switch is going in a lockbox, and then the Switch is in a lockbox for a month. And then her kids start to like, they whine about it, but then eventually they start to go, okay, all right, fine. And they go play outside and they start reading and they play with each other more. And so I don't really know what I would do in that situation. Now, when Edin was watching, when she was watching Bluey, she was really sassy. And I just had to totally pull it. I just had to be like, you know what? Nope, we're not going to do this. I think I'm supposed to push these all the way down, this all the way down. And I got rid of Bluey completely. I was like, you can't watch this. And I had her watch me delete the Disney Plus app on the iPad. I was like, this is because of your choices. You are choosing to act like Muffin, so this is what happens. And she cried and cried and cried. I understand that it's hard to do that when you have a Switch, because a Switch is different than just an app. You know what I mean? I don't know. My friend was also like, well, what do I do? Well, here's the other problem. So because my friend had 3 boys, if she allotted each one of them an hour's worth of screen time, what inevitably happens is the one who got the screen time first would just sit and watch the second one do their screen time. So then he got more screen time than the other ones did. Does that make sense? Or they'd all sit up there and watch together, and it didn't matter who was playing or who was watching, but they were all up there. And overall, there was like 3.5 to 4 hours of screen time happening for all of them. And I was like, see, that's hard. I don't know how I would do that, because I really don't know how I would kind of fix that, because you can't just be like, you can't be in the family room watching on the television. But at the same time, the Switch is handheld. So maybe you could be like, all right, well, you can do your screen time, but it has to be handheld. It has to be handheld in your room with the door open, but your brothers aren't allowed in there to just watch you. You know, that's the only way you can keep it equal, right? Because somebody is inevitably, and then of course the fights would break out and they'd be like, well, so-and-so got more screen time than me. Well, he got 5 more minutes. Well, he got 6 more minutes. I mean, it was down to like the details and it was exhausting. I remember, I can say this because I remember being at their house multiple times and being like, oh my gosh, I don't know how I would deal with this. Okay, wait. Now this is not fitting. Why is those things? This goes on these. But that doesn't, oh. No, those don't move. And then sometimes you just have to do the same thing over and over and over again and just be like, you know what? I'm happy to let you play the Switch. And then the second she starts being bratty, you take it away. And eventually you hope she learns, I guess, and be like, sorry, but this is what happens. You can choose your choices, but you can't choose your consequences. And the consequence is, if you start acting bratty, then it goes away. I mean, but at the same time, I feel like my friend was trying to do that. And with my friend, I feel like it never, her kids never learned. It was just, they just pushed the limits every single time. Did I? Oh, I think I missed. Yeah, I think I missed this. I was supposed to add. Okay, wait, hold on. As one of the 3 kids who had limited screen time, I never got to actually play video games, which is why I'm so bad at them today, and perhaps why I find watching streamers enjoyable. I mean, my parents didn't limit our screen time. Like, my parents were like, whatever, that's just what they do at the end of the day, or, you know, when they get home from school, they just watch screens. But I feel like we were also all able to play, and then we were able to play and then be like, all right, screen time's over. And we'd be like, okay, like there was none of this. We didn't have these meltdowns. I can honestly say I don't ever remember any of me or any of my siblings having these massive meltdowns when screen time was over. We just knew that that's just what happened. You know, that was just what happened. Like when dinner was ready, well, the TV turned off. That's just how it happened. We also were of the generation that played outside a lot, and this generation just doesn't, you know? I don't really know. Okay, but for real though, this is confused. Oh! Look at that. Boop. That's why. So it goes down like this. That's why. So it's really hard when you have a kid that whose personality changes so much when they get those screens. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, like our days, like we played out on the trampoline. We had a swing set. We played with friends. I used to play with Barbies and like toys. We used to play pretend together. Then, you know, we'd have friends over and everything. I remember screens being something we did after school. But like on the weekends, I mean, maybe we watched TV on the weekends, but we were usually kind of like out and about, and we'd play night games with our neighbors, and I don't know. So I don't really remember. And then I remember 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I remember listening to something where somebody was like, do you guys remember when you were in like 1st or 2nd grade and at least one kid throughout the year had a cast on? Everyone? There was at least one kid per grade that got a cast sometime throughout the year. It's Scorpio! Oh, happy Pizza Day, Scorpio. Have you guys gotten to Disney yet? That's always my question for you. Because I just remember you were planning this Disney trip and it just never happened. Darn the military. Okay, what do we do? What do we do for Scorpio? Oh, what is the Over the Garden Wall theme? Oh. Listen, if you guys have not watched Over the Garden Wall yet, do yourself a favor and watch it, preferably this fall. Over the Garden Wall is available on Hulu. It's a short cartoon series. Elijah Wood is the main character's voice. And what's his name? The guy from, the guy that plays the The scientist in Back to the Future. What's his name? Not Christopher. What? Oh, what's his name? You guys know who I'm talking about though. Crazy guy. Yeah. Christopher Lloyd. I knew his name was Christopher. I was thinking Christopher Adams, not Christopher Adams. DJ BJ, thank you so much for those bits. How's it going? Happy pizza day. Bits. Seriously, do yourself a favor and watch Over the Garden Wall because you will not regret it. It's weird and it's wild and it is worth every single minute. It's absolutely fantastic. And I know Scorpio likes it and Scorpio watches it just like I do every fall. Yeah. Christopher Lloyd played Uncle Fester and he played, what is it in Dennis the Menace? He played the bad guy in Dennis the Menace. I do remember that. But yeah, he plays the doctor. He does a voice in it. And it is weird, but it's totally worth it. I promise. John Cleese does a voice in one of the episodes. It's fabulous. It's so good. And they don't make cartoons like that anymore. They just don't. Next month. Okay, wait. Are you going to Disneyland or are you going to Disney World? Like, is it like the hall or are you just going to Disneyland? I can't even. Oh yeah, the bad guy in Who Framed Roger Rabbit that gave me nightmares. Judge Doom. Oh my gosh. Yeah. Potatoes. We still sing that. Oh, potatoes and molasses. Okay, wait. We didn't have 24-hour cartoons. We had cartoons from 6 to 8 a.m. and 3 p.m. to 4:30 p.m. And then it was boring grown-up shows. That is a very good point. That's probably part of the reason we were outside or we had to find other things to do because cartoons weren't on 24/7. And we certainly didn't have just this is it smorgasbord or smorgasbord? You know what I mean. Smorgasbord of cartoons that we could just watch and binge all the time. And so there just wasn't enough. Oh, you've never been. Oh, it's going to be so magical with your little nugget. Oh my gosh. It's going to be so magical. Like it's going to be so amazing. I'm really excited for you guys. That'll be really fun. It'll be magical for you too. It'll be really fun. You're going to have to return and report because we're all going to need to know exactly how your experience went. We're going to need you to write up a blog, please, and thank you. I'm from Texas. Either pronunciation, smorgasbord. Seriously, though, do yourself a favor. Over the Garden Wall. It's great. You'll love it. It's weird, but it's great. Let me just say this. It'll all come together. Like, you're like, what the hey is going on? But I promise it'll come together. Hey, we got a hype train! And Lindsay resubbed! First of all, I have to tell you that I am immensely fond of you all and that 22 months is too short a time to chat among such excellent and admirable hobbits. I don't know half of you half as well as I should like, and I like less than half of you half as well as you deserve. I was like, this sounds kind of weirdly familiar. Thank you so much for that resub, Lindsay. I will give you a kazoo song anytime. Wow. Seriously. Oh man. And now we've got gifts. Thanks, Chiron. I appreciate that. Do you want a kazoo song? You know, I was just thinking about kazoo songs. I forgot there were kazoos in Rayman, and Later Alligator had kazoos in it. One of the best songs in the whole game had a kazoo in it, and it was fantastic, and I loved it. And I'm suddenly really hungry. I've been hungry all day. I thought I ate enough. I do have pizza, like, ordered, ready to pick up. Thank you so much, Lindsay. You're so sweet. I am also very fond of Lindsay. I'm very fond of all of you guys. I'm fond of the things that this community we've managed to bring together and create and uphold, and the people here and everybody being respectful of one another. And even though many of you may not share my same beliefs, I am grateful that you're at least respectful of that. And you know, we can all get along and have a great time together. I think that's wonderful. And I think that's how it should be. I think you can absolutely get along with people and love to be around people and And even if you guys are, even if we're different than one another, or we have different, oh, that was wrong. And we have different beliefs than one another. What am I doing like this? Okay. I watched you building that ornithopter, and I wish I'd been raised on Legos. I was not raised on Legos. I mean, I kind of had them, but my brother had them. If you're anything like me, you'd be handy with Legos and nothing else. Oh, Mactastic, don't sell yourself short. Ander is a pretty handy dude. His grandpa was really, really handy. His dad is not. My dad is not. My dad is not a handy guy. He just isn't. I love him dearly. And you know what? He told me my stepmom wants to take a girls trip with one of her friends. And that kind of leaves normally my stepmom and my dad do everything together. And I can tell he's feeling a little lost. He's kind of like, well, what do I do with myself? So he mentioned he was thinking about coming out and visiting us. And I was like, Dad, we could play Halo. And he just laughed on the phone. And I was like, I mean, we don't have to. Like, it's totally fine. But I did just buy the Master Chief Collection on Steam. So, it's here if you want it. We'd play with PlayStation controllers, which doesn't make any sense. But, or I guess we could play. Well, yeah, because I could put it on my Steam Deck, put it on the TV, and then we could play with PlayStation controllers. Is that anti-Halo? Oh my gosh. Here we are playing the Master Chief Collection on a Steam Deck with PlayStation controllers. That goes against pretty much everything. Wow, that is wild. That's funny. Shane's like, well, I'm too full of talents that don't make me rich and or famous. You can monetize anything, man. You can monetize almost anything. Almost anything. Oh, Chiron, thank you so much. What do we play for Chiron?
Outer Wild.
Well, since we're playing Skyward Sword today, what is the... Groose, man. The greatest, the groosest. Thank you so much. Thanks for the hype train, you guys. That's so sweet of you. I appreciate that a lot. I sure love you. Okay, funny story about that. So when Ander was on his mission, there was this family, and they used to say, hold on. Oh, it's right there. Okay. And they used to say a prayer together. And then after the prayer, they'd all look at each other and they'd go, sure love ya. Ander thought it was a total joke at first. He thought, surely they're either putting on some sort of joke for the missionaries or something. No, that's just what they did. So now if I ever say sure love ya to Charlotte, she always looks at me. I'll be like, I sure love ya. And she'll be like, sure love ya. Now it's a running joke in our family as well. They were 100% dead serious. And Ander was like, you know what? Different families will do what they will. It is just, everybody. And my dad, we used to say family prayers, and my dad used to say, hip, hip, hooray. Okay, we'd say family prayers and we'd gather around a table and all fold our arms, and then, or my dad, sometimes we'd all hold hands. We don't do that for us. We all fold our arms and say a family prayer when we put Auden to bed at night. But we used to maybe hold hands or something, but we would sit around a coffee table or the kitchen table or something, and we would pray. And then afterward, my dad always said, all of us together, we always had to say, hip, hip, hooray, let's have a great day. Totally normal, right? Sure. But at night, even if I had friends over, they were always supposed to be there. They had to participate in family prayers. Granted, most of my friends are of our same faith, or Christian at least. And my dad always said, hip, hip, hooray, let's have a great night. And I remember being like, what? But you know what? It's fine. I love my dad. Love my dad so much. He is one of my favorite people in the whole entire world. And he was just doing his best as a dad. You know what I'm saying? He was just doing his best as a dad. He was trying to, help his kids feel the spirit and just feel good and feel happy. Okay, what? This is where... What? Where does... What? Oh, does it go on the white part? Oh, it does. No, it does not. Wait, what? Oh, okay, I understand. I understand. Hey, DJ, how are you? At least I think I understand. We're supposed to, like, pull those together. Oh. Yeah, look at this. Oh, I feel like I'm gonna break something. My grandparents would always say, don't do no dumb stuff. As we left from a visit after a while, after learning proper English, I said as a reply once, and do your grammar homework. And they thought it was hilarious. Don't do dumb stuff. Don't do the dumb stuff. I mean, that's pretty sound advice. Don't do dumb stuff. We have zero time to do bad things, right? No time to do bad things. Okay, if I could just
never half butt.
Down.
Use your whole butt.
We'd do family prayers and we'd take turns leading it, but none of us wanted to actually do it. So they would start with 2 minutes of awkward silence. Then someone would finally chime in and with a timid stuttering prayer. Dear Lord, Lord, thank you, Lord. Thank you for our lives. Yeah, sounds like my 4-year-old's prayer. Like, thank you for this day and thank you for the trees and thank you for the clouds and thank you for the, you know what I mean? Like going through every little thing. But you know what? There's something to be said about that. We should be grateful for all things. I think it's healthy to be grateful for all things. And the spring ensures the wings retain proper tension, both when folded and extended. VT, check it out. Look at this. This is all thanks to VT, truly. I mean, I put it all together, but I wouldn't have if it hadn't been for VT. So thank you so much for this. And thank you guys so much for the hype train, for all your gifts, and for just being awesome. What's up, baby cakes? Oh, you're just hanging out over there? Nothing. Sure. Thank you for the mosquitoes. Nobody's thankful. Nobody is thankful for mosquitoes. Mosquitoes are the worst. I hate them so much. Okay, so this goes here. Right? Yeah, it goes there. Hey, and it's Doom. Yes, proper tension is important in space flight. It is true. You got that right. Okay, and then this one hangs off this edge like this. Actually, maybe we'll watch the Lego. Oh no, I lost it down in there. Oh. Some Legos, but I got them. Maybe we'll watch the Lego movie tonight because it's so funny. I only work in black and very, very, very dark gray. I thought I lost a Lego piece, but I didn't. It's fine. All is well, child. All is well. What is that? It's going to be a spaceship. Spaceship! Well, maybe. Do they consider ornithopters spaceships? Oh, we're almost done. Oh, and it's been 35 minutes. Okay, well, then I'll just do these last 2 things, and then we'll move on to Skyward Sword. So I've actually, replying to Hayes, I've actually, okay, wait, what? I've actually played Skyward Sword before, but it's been a really long time.
Hello?
It's been a really, really, really long time. Mac, how's it going? Any baby ducks? Oh, speaking of, Auden found the tiniest roly-poly today. Oh my gosh, it was so tiny. It was eeny weeny teeny eeny weeny beeny. Oh my gosh, it was so small. It was the cutest thing I'd ever seen. It was so tiny. Oh my gosh, it was adorable. It was so cute. No ducks, but a regular old sparrow snuck into the school. It didn't like damage anybody. Like, wait, so has the mom duck, like, has she laid eggs yet? Or is that what you guys are waiting on, for her to come through the school and find her little place in the courtyard and lay her eggs? Is that what y'all are waiting for? Or has she already laid her eggs and everybody's just waiting for the eggs to hatch? Yeah, I think ornithopters only fly when there's atmosphere, but like, I don't know, man. You're right. It is a fictional vehicle. Does the ornithopter? No, the ornithopter doesn't get swallowed up by the worm. Only the spice harvester does. Oh, need to watch those movies again. Tim Tam Charcuterie. I love him so much. Okay, so she's had her babies. So would a sparrow get in and like, a sparrow wouldn't get in and do anything to the eggs, right? Not that she would leave the eggs, I'm sure. All right, y'all, we are on bag 5. Bag 5. Bag 5. This feels, oh, I was gonna say, this feels like a strange piece to have. Oh, that's because it goes right here. I was like, that does not seem like an extra. That seems like an important piece. Oh yeah, that's right. DJ BJ said that the video game beta. Am I gonna play it? To be totally honest, I have not even thought about it. Not once. I don't know. I have no idea. I honestly probably, if I do, it'll probably be a while because I have too many. Look at this beautiful thing. Look at that. Solid Legos. Solid. All up on the inside. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. It'll come. It'll happen. It'll come together. It is all coming together. Charlotte woke up yesterday morning and was like, my ears are itchy. Her cheeks are all red. And I mean, it's very clearly an allergic reaction. And I was like, what the heck happened? It's only on her cheeks, her ears, a little bit on her neck right here, and on her upper arms. So it's gotta be something. It's gotta be something that she's like, I thought she slept on my pillow. I think she's allergic to tea tree oil from my shampoo. But then we changed all her bedding and all that stuff. And then she woke up, the itchiness kind of went away yesterday. After when she got home from school, it wasn't as bad. And then she woke up this morning and it was back. And I was like, that doesn't make sense because I switched all your bedding. So I switched her pillow again with a totally different pillow. And I am mega confused. And like, I'm a skin person. So like, I should be able to figure this out. I'm not a dermatologist, but like, I should be able to figure this out. Also, just FYI all your eyes, I can, you know what? Let me try again. I cannot get words on stream to work. It just sits on the loading screen forever. So in order for me to go get Charlotte, I may just have to have the chair, all hail the chair stream, because it just sits on the loading screen. Open toad. We found a toad in our yard the other day. Apparently you're not supposed to have your dog around toads because they can be poisonous to toads. I mean, I'm a skin person. I mean, I know about skin. I went to school for skincare. So I recognize contact dermatitis or like a reaction to skin. And I was like, yeah, that's definitely an allergic reaction to something that you're coming in contact with. That's not something you're eating, because if it was something you're eating, it would be all over your whole body. And it's not something out on the trampoline because then it would be all over your whole body, but it's only where your body is coming in contact with, say, a pillow. I don't know. Definitely not a skinless person. Okay, this is open now. Did this work? I don't think it did. Nope, it didn't. Dang it. It's because I wish there was a way. I wish there was a way for me to change. Maybe DJ can correct me, but I don't think there's a way for you to change your. I don't think there's a way for you to change your stream category through StreamerBot. I think you can only change your stream title and your stream game. Licking toads has varied results. Best to avoid. I agree. I agree. But I'd love to have that automatically change when I switch my screens to like my Legos to my game. But so far I've only been able to get it to happen while I'm switching from Legos to my game screen. Okay, I don't think there's... Oh, that's right. There was that little girl that went missing. Oh, and we had to go to sleep somewhere. Where's my house? Or not my house, my room, I guess. Can I just sleep in anybody's room? Can I sleep in anybody's house? Yeah, a little girl goes missing, but we're on an island. So, you know what I'm saying? Like, we're on an island in the sky. And so there really isn't very far she can go. But somebody said she was hanging out near the graveyard. Well, like, we know that I would fall. Because that's just how it goes, man. Oh, this is her house. She's the item check girl. Look at his shirt. It's a little too small. Hey, it's Darren. How's it going? Wait, in game, I had to step away to set up my toddler who decided to projectile vomit this morning. No, oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. Oh, this freaking clown. I do remember this guy in his like too small shirt. Thanks for stopping by. Welcome to the home of Skyloft's most popular father and daughter dream team. What? His name's Peter. P-E-A-T-E-R. Peter. You're telling me you don't know who I am? Believe it or not, I used to... Oh, he's giving me Uncle Rico vibes. I could throw a football over those mountains. But you might relate better if I told you I was the proud father of Skyloft's most popular girl. Oh, her name's Beatrice. Princess of the item check. Peter the Repeater. Oh, it's true. Toddler tummies are definitely like... it's you never know. You never know. You never know. There's a little girl in the sky in this island that's gone missing. Young feller. You need a bigger shirt, my dude. Look at his shoes. Wow, look at him. He is a vision. He just needs a slightly longer shirt. That's all I'm saying. It just like here's an interesting thing I've learned. When we went to Schlitterbahn a while back, I say a while back, this was like months and months and no, you know what? No, lies. Years and years and years ago. How many of them are there? Are you telling me that people are just living on this island and there are just rabid, crazed cats all over the place and just I guess nobody can leave their houses. Okay. Pete and repeat. Where is the, where's the graveyard? This looks sketchy. But we were at Schlitterbahn and I was waiting in line behind this girl and she was a cute girl. She was like a teenager and she was wearing a swimming suit that looked too small for her. But it's not that she was not slender. She was really petite, but it was very clear that she was wearing a swimming suit that was too small for her. And I think this is a common thing with sizes. I think people get nervous, like people don't want to be labeled as a certain size. And so they're like, well, no, I want to be a small. And so they squeeze themselves into a small. This girl looked totally like a small. And but the swimming suit looked too small for her. It looked like she had squeezed herself into a swimming suit that was too small. And therefore it made her look like the swimming suit didn't fit, even though she was a petite, slender girl. And so I'm telling you right now, tag sizes don't matter. Just wear what complements your body shape and you will look better because of it. Nobody is looking at you and going, is that a small or a medium? But if it's too small for you and it looks like you kind of squeeze yourself into it, they're going to go, ooh, that looks a little too small for that person. But if nobody knows what your tag size is, just wear what works for your body and what looks good on your body, whatever don't try to conform to a tag size. Does that make sense? I hope I'm making sense. They said she was over by the, I am confusion. Well, okay, I guess we're gonna... Sounds like a girl problem. Guys don't really care much about tag sizes. I will say, most of the time when I see this happen, it's usually with women. And I do think it's because of society and sizes and women trying to be in a certain size and they want to be a certain size. And, you know, I understand that, but I kind of gave up on what my tag size said a long time ago because I was just like, you know what? If it looks good, it doesn't matter what size it is, really, because every brand is different. Okay, well, I thought we were supposed to go to the... I guess we're not going to find this chick right now. I guess we're just going to go inside somebody's house and go back to sleep until morning. Can you imagine waking up and coming home and walking in and finding some teenage kid sleeping in your bed when you have a daughter? Like, guess that's just okay. Whatever, man. Okay, I guess we'll come back and try and find her later. Okay, wait. Just, I mean, wear what you, and this gets tricky too, because there are obviously people that want to wear things that other people may not think looks very good on them, but if they love it, great. That's totally fine. I guess my point is, don't allow yourself to try and to be defined by a size. Just, if you want to wear something that looks really flattering on your body shape, it doesn't matter what the size is. Just wear it and just own it, man. I don't conform to the norm. I'm sorry your kiddo is sick, Peony. That sucks.
Honey, where are my
pants? I guess we're going to the volcano place. They're very close with one another. Okay. Oh, it's way over there. I jumped off the wrong platform. But we all know that I would jump off. I would probably fall off off of Skyloft because 100% I would just see something that interests me and I would just walk right off the platform. What is this? Oh. Oh. It's like a, what's it called? It's like a speedy. It's like a speed boost. Super mega hyper speed boost. Okay, I gotta be honest. I like the volcano, but the music disappointed me. It feels very... I remember the music feeling very lazy. And I don't know, I really love the music of Goron Mountain, or the mountain, Death Mountain in Twilight Princess. I don't know, there was something about it just sounded more, I don't know. Approximately 65% of the region is covered by lava. It is inhabited by a large number of creatures that thrive in the extreme heat. Please exercise caution. Yep, thanks. Oh. Wait a minute, if I had my wooden shield, would it catch on fire here? Like Breath of the Wild? Or if one of those fire keys runs into my wooden shield, is that what makes it burn? Thanks for the lurk, Darren. Appreciate it. I mean, that's the next step to some random kid coming into your house and smashing all your pottery. You know what? That is true. Totally true. Oh, Hayes' kid also had a stomach bug. Oh. Can I have water? I just vomited in the bathroom. Ugh. You know what? I will say, yeah, people of Skyloft, we're so lucky to live in this floating utopia. Also, people of Skyloft, don't go out after the sun goes down or else you'll die. You'll be killed. I feel like, okay, so it does get a little old. It does get better as your kids get older because then they can actually go to the bathroom. But Charlotte, for whatever reason, doesn't ever seem to go to the toilet. She just goes to the sink. And I'm like, Charlotte, you cannot throw up in the sink. That is just not ideal. So that's kind of new, but you get out of town. Don't tell me, Fi. I'm finding my own way. Just leave me alone. I can do this without... Oh. Is that what she was going to tell me? Master, you seem to have missed a goddess cube. It's right there. Get it. Get it. Get it. I like the volcano area, but the music is a little kind of... I don't know. I don't know. Maybe that's dumb, but... Ooh. That's right. That is right. Aww. Did the guy in Skyloft... Oh, well, that's good. We've actually told Charlotte, we're like, honestly, just throw up in your bed. It's easier for us to clean it up if it's all in a blanket than you like trying to run to the bathroom and throwing up all the, like the whole way. And this is a disgusting conversation. I'm sorry. Oh, look. Yeah, we got it. There's a massive ladybug. But I would like, seriously, I would rather have it just all be in a blanket and just like throw it into the... Honestly, if she said, wait, if who said? Oh, Fi? If Fi said, get it, get it, get him, get him. Yeah, I would probably enjoy her more as well. I hope we can figure out what's wrong with Charlotte's, like what she's allergic to, because I feel really bad about it. The only thing I can think of is that it is my tea tree shampoo that was on the pillow. And anyway, I don't know. Oh, these guys. I freaking love these guys. And these guys remind me of somebody that could have come straight out of Later Alligator. You know what I'm saying? Hey, hey, hey. You mess with our turf and you're gonna pay? Whoa. You're not... Yo, Led. I don't think this is one of those red creeps. Yeah, I think you're right. No reason to scare the hair off us, though. Sorry about that, pal. These monsters showing up and messing with our turf has got me on edge. They show up here, and I'm gonna knock the red clean out of them. That's what I'm doing here. Yeah, me. Led. Yeah, me. Yeah, whatever. Mr. Too Scared to Dig in the Dark. Anyway, if you're looking for treasure, you should steer clear of those red guys. I love you guys. Why are Mogmas not in more Zelda? Like, why did they not bring them back for Breath of the Wild? You're looking for a friend, not treasure? So that must have been your pal that passed by earlier, sprinting by without so much as a glance in this direction. Sort of a blur of movement, so I didn't get a real good look, but I knew it wasn't one of those red creeps. Your pal must have gone straight up here, so why don't you follow? Well, yeah, I will if you will leave me. Spew. Yeah, I was just like, dude, just like keep it. Just, you might as well just like, if it's that bad, just stay in bed. Us Mogmas have claimed this territory to search for riches. We're what you call treasure hunters. There are loads of these red, blue, and green stones called rupees around here. Sometimes you can even find silver and gold ones too. And while they ain't technically treasure, you can also find these tough mineral chunks. I bet you could use them to make stuff. Since you're here and all, you might as well look around, right? I love the Mogmas. Why did they not bring them back in Breath of the Wild? That makes me so sad. Oh, I keep thinking I can beat those guys, and I never can. Can you guys imagine how freaking hot this place would be? Absolute insanity. Why? Why? I'm not going over there. There's nothing. That's just... Oh. Oh, it's rising. Oh, I got it. Oh, run. Oh my gosh. That's enough out of me. Hey, look, there's another one. Oh, but he's gone. Oh, but look, bombs. Oh, there's another. Oh, he's got emo hair. Who are you supposed to be? Never seen you around here before. Oh, hold it right there. Are you a friend of those red creeps? No way. You're not, huh? Well, you don't look like them, that's for sure. You're not that ugly. So what then? You're here to pick bomb flowers? Yep. That's what I figured. You can pick some pretty powerful ones in this area. Look, there's some right over there. Take as many as you want. So can I like, put them in a bag? Does the guy up in Skyloft actually have bombs? Or... I do know how to roll stuff. Thanks, buddy. Of course you do. You can lift things up to throw them, hold things below you to roll them. I mean, hey, everyone knows that. Yeah, I'm telling you, straight out of Later Alligator. Okay, so oh no. Okay, so I'm gonna pick this up. I'm gonna bowl it. so it doesn't hit on, it doesn't not blow up on impact. The cake was a success. Oh, Peony. You did such a good job with that cake. I thought it looked great. Looked absolutely fantastic. Your kids are lucky. They got a super cool mom. I see that treasure under there. I want that. It's just 5 rupees. And we're gonna back it up, Terry. Oh my gosh. I found a bit. I'll have to post this on the Discord. I found a guy that did the back it up Terry video, but he recorded himself as the guy behind this camera. So he's acting like the guy that's going, back up, Terry, back it up. Oh my gosh, it was so funny. Wow, you are large in stature. No! Yeah. Do I get anything for this? Or is he just... He's just there. All right. Don't ya know? Oh, yeah. The magmas could be from Wisconsin. Oh, wouldn't that be such a blessing? So cute. Oh my gosh. Later Alligator was easily one of my top games of 2020. What was it? 4? I think it was 2024. Did I play it last year, 2024? Oh, what? That was not great. There we go. Good job. Good job, Link. You did it. You were so good. Later Alligator was so fun. It was so great. Oh my gosh. There was something about the horses. And I never made it into a t-shirt. Oh, you know what? I think I do have a... I think I have a document that I actually typed up for the horse quote, but I never actually made it a shirt. It's that Midwestern man. Yeah. Everybody in the car, wear your shoes. Get your shoes. Now I'm a ghost. Just even better. Oh my gosh. Also, do you have to activate an amiibo? Because I've not done that with mine. Do I have to log it into my Switch? Or do I just boop it? Do I just bop it? Twist it? Another stranger? And you're not one of those red creeps either. I swear this neighborhood's getting crummier every day. Oh, he sounds like a Midwestern man. Oh, not me, just talking to myself. Yeah, I saw this funny dressed character go into that hole over there. It might be the friend you're looking for. You want to know what this coop was wearing? Let's see. Yeah, I'm pretty sure the getup was blackish. Other than that, I don't remember much. Oh, you're no help. Are we finding Sephiroth? Who is that fellow? Well, okay. My problem is I have one timer that is 3 minutes, but I have multiple channel redemptions that are different timers. So I'm not entirely sure how to fix that. I don't know. I wish StreamerBot had like a timer, but they don't. Or it doesn't. And timers actually are weirdly... I know that ghost voice is one of my favorites, but it's really hard to understand. Like it's not ideal because it's kind of hard to understand, but it's I think it's hilarious. Makes me laugh every time. Okay. Hey, Scarecrow. We played some Smash Brothers last night, and I did you so proud. You should have seen Samus mopping the floor with Trekkie and Sword Art's respective butts. Oh, Samus. Oh, I understand. I see what we're supposed to do. Samus. Well, if we... Oh, quick. Dude, can you imagine? Like, climbing, like, going under that hole, and then just, like... having a bomb come in there, just annihilate you. Look at him, he's freaking out. Poor thing, sorry. Look, man, we could have been friends. Like, it didn't have to end this way, but like, it's Canuck the friendly ghost. Get your shoes! Everybody wear your shoes! Your shoes and bags! Everybody needs their shoes and bags. I have seen that, hi. Oh, speaking of hi. No! Oh, don't call in your friends. Oh my goodness, this one has, what is this? Some sort of Negan bat action? Look at that, he's got a bat with like, well, I mean, it's not barbed wire. Not that I watched that episode because I can't handle stuff like that. But I heard all about it from my clients. I heard about it. I didn't watch Walking Dead. I watched the very first episode of Walking Dead and I watched it while I was doing laundry. And I remember like, I was so scared. I was alone. I was so scared. And I would lift up a shirt and then like fold it across, like up against my chest and then put it down and grab another shirt and lift it up in front of my face. So I couldn't actually see what was going on. I mean, StreamerBot does have timers, yes, but it doesn't have like pop-up timer. Wait, it doesn't have pop-up timers that come up on the screen though, right? Like you have to actually assign that to a source, right? Because it does have timers, yes, but I need to see the timer. But I guess my Alexa is working now, so I think I'm supposed to. I saw that hi on the Discord has been joining you guys recently. Sorry about that. Makes me feel kind of bad. Ooh, what gift card? Is it just a Visa gift card or is it like a gift card? Dude, somewhere delicious. Like, oh, whoops. Gift card to like some super yummy restaurant. Oh, hole in one, baby. Hole in one. Should we do a Canadian accent command? I don't think I can do a Canadian accent. Except just say A all the time. Whoa! Oh my gosh. What's his name? Zank? Ah! Sneak attack! Wait, you ain't one of those red guys. Don't creep up on me like that. Almost had to tackle you there. I want to see their feet. I want to see their little feet. You know what I'm saying? I want to see them. A's in a boots. That's right. A's in a boots. A's in a boots. Pretty clever, eh? Okay. Isn't there a Disney movie where there are these two Canadian moose? I think it was Brother Bear. I never saw Brother Bear, actually. I am sad about that because I feel like I think Charlotte's watched it and I think she really enjoyed it. I never actually watched it, but I think there are these Canadian moose in it and they do that all the time. Everything they say, every time they say it right afterward, it's always A. Oh, look it over there. Look it over there, eh? Would you see that, eh? And I'm not trying to make fun of Canadians. I'm making fun of those moose. Not making fun, I guess. That's not what I'm saying. I just mean like, I'm not making fun. You mentioned Alexa. A running joke on these live streams I moderate for is to go, Alexa, play Frozen on the broadcast. Alexa, play Let It Go. Alexa, stop. Oh, see? And I just started that. I'm not making fun of anybody's accent. I just remembered they really hammed it up for that. They really hammed it up for that Disney movie. It was like every other word was A. And I don't think most Canadians talk that way. Oh. Oh. Oh, okay. No. Oh, oh, oh. Yeah, my gyro controls were on it for that one. Fantastic. I love all accents. Eldin Orr. Cool. I don't feel like I have much of an accent, but yeah. Alexa, do a Canadian impression, please. She says, I'm not quite sure how to help you with that. A. Just kidding. I added the A. Yeah, see if someone's Alexa starts playing Let It Go. Speaking of really awesome music coming from animated movies, I don't know if any of y'all have seen the movie Smallfoot. I highly recommend. Okay. Gyro controls were not great on that one. I highly recommend watching it because it's great. It's done by Warner Brothers. So I guess that's the same company that did the Lego movie. And it was actually really surprisingly great. The message was great. The voice acting was great. It has Channing Tatum. It has Common. It has Zendaya, James Corden. I think those are the main ones. Yeah, see, that's what I'm saying. That's why I'm saying the Disney voice casting kind of hammed it up a little bit. But there is a song in that movie that Common raps, and it is such a bop. It is so great. And just randomly the other day, Auden was like, Mama, oh yeah, I need to go up and try that again. I need to get that goddess cube. One day, Auden was like, Mama, I want to listen to that song from Smallfoot about with the glowing snails, which is in the movie. That's what they use for their light source, or these like glowing bugs. It's about Yetis. And so she was like, I want to listen to that song with the glowing snails. And I was like, oh yeah, that's Common's song. And so I pulled it up and we listened to it while I was doing dishes. And I was like, this song, I mean, I've heard it before, but I was like, this song is freaking fantastic. It's so good. I'll post it in the Discord if I remember. So, like most things, everyone's different. Yep. Classic. My new Android phone is charging, and I gotta put a SIM in it. But I'm worried I'm gonna hate it. But I feel like I'm in such a conundrum because I can't afford to stay in the Apple world. And even if I have an iPhone 13 right now, and I got it free from my brother, which is awesome. But like, oh, I thought that was just it. I just thought it was dirt. That apparently just spewed out speaking of spewing. But I'm worried I'm gonna hate it. But then at the same time, like, I can't stay in the Apple realm because I don't. Oh. Those creeps just shimmied on in and took over our territory. Oh my gosh, look at his hair. Yo! What are you doing? Don't be sneaking up on me like that. You looking for your friend? Can't help you there. Nobody's come through here, so maybe they went up the mountain over that-a-way. That-a-way? Ah, wish someone would chase these clowns out of here. Oh my gosh. I went with the Samsung S22, I believe. No, lies. I think it's an S23. I can't remember if it's an S22 or an S23. It looks really nice. It's very sleek. It's really pretty. I mean, it looks like an iPhone. But I'm just worried that I won't like it. But if I don't like it, like, what are my options? Like, I can't stay with the Apple. I can't stay with the Apple thing forever because just spin. There you go. Oh, we're getting tired. Oh, we've got like, oh, we've got another dude who's, oh, we're tired. Oh my gosh, run. He is the problem. That guy, that dude is the problem. Can I jump up here? I think I can. So what? He just keeps calling in reinforcements and they just keep coming? What did he leave me? He left me a skull. Oh yeah, Tony. That's right. I forgot his name. Fievel Mouskowitz. What is he? Does he call him Fievel? Oh, that was cool. My favorite person from The American Tale is the girl that says, "We're going to have a wowie." A wowie? Yes, a wowie. I think we should have a rally. That's what I said. A wowie. Whoa. You took out every last one of them. That's right, I did. Dang straight I did. It was kind of chaotic there for a second, but... So I'm worried that I'm gonna hate this phone, but I don't feel like I have an option because I don't have a MacBook I don't use a MacBook anymore. My iPhone won't load on my PC. And here's another, here is a, yeah, we waste the secret weapon! That's it, that's it. That weapon, that big giant mouse robot they made, gave me nightmares as a kid. Absolutely terrified me. It was so creepy. Oh, it was so creepy. Okay, so this is the craziest thing. So my iPhone will not show up in the Explorer window of this PC that I'm using right now. It will show up in my laptop though. So if I want to pull any files off of it, videos, whatever off of it, it'll pull up on my laptop. But my external hard drive will show up on this PC, but it will not show up in the Explorer window of my laptop because my laptop is on Windows 11. He called him Philly? No, that was his girl. That was his girlfriend. Her name was Philly. My suggestion is to give yourself plenty of grace while learning the new menu. I mean, I know it's gonna be an adjustment, and I've used an Android phone before. It was a long time ago. My phone broke and we had an old Nexus laying around, and so that's when I used, and I did get used to it. I didn't love it, but I did get used to it. Oh, you fall down there. Okay, it's good to know. I guess we'll come back to that. But my problem is, in order to get the like trade-in discount, so I paid like $300 for the phone because it's unlocked. But I traded this one in for like $200. And so I only have until the 27th to send this one in. So I really only have like 2.5 weeks to decide if I like it before I trade this phone in. And what I don't want to happen is to trade this in and be like, I hate this phone and I wish I had my old phone back. I don't know. Thanks a heap for your help. I don't want rupees. I want a way forward. Oh, that's right. Oh my goodness. I forgot you got those in this game, which is dumb because like, they're magmas, so you'd think, you know. Tony called Fievel Philly, so his parents didn't know it was him until they saw his hat. Oh, I thought that was his girlfriend. To be totally fair, I was gonna say, to be totally fair, I don't feel like I've watched it a ton, and I certainly haven't seen it in a really long time. And if I'm being honest, my favorite one is Fievel Goes West. That one is so funny. Oh my gosh. I also hope my friend was not captured by those red guys. Oh, you don't have to actually equip them. That is very helpful. I do appreciate that a lot. So you can just, oh, okay. Got it. Of course. Okay, what is down yonder? So I'll mess around with it tonight. I don't know. It's not that I'm like, oh, I'm so sad. I have to leave Apple. I'm so sad. I can't be a part of Apple's world anymore. It's not so much that. It's just, I like Apple's interface, and I really wish Apple wasn't as culty as it is, and that they have to wrap everything up in these special little encrypted boxes. And the only way for you to get to anything is through using very specific apps. I wish I could just drag and drop. Why does Apple not let us just drag and drop? Why? Apple, and I'm learning that Apple, I mean, I knew this over the years, but I've learned that Apple works really well in its own ecosystem. Apple Watches are great when they're paired with Apple iPhones, and Apple iPhones are great when paired with MacBooks and all that stuff, iPads, all that stuff. But when you try to match up an Apple product with a PC, not so much. It does not like to work with, it's something that isn't its own. Oh, it's so frustrating. But of course, Apple's like pricing me out because I can't afford anything new from Apple. I couldn't afford a new Apple MacBook. And so I was like, I guess I just have to freaking get an Android phone because it's so much more affordable. And I guess that's just it, because when this iPhone 13 dies eventually, because it will someday either die or I won't be able to upgrade it anymore, or it's going to break or something's going to happen. Oh, I'm not ready for that yet. Hold on. Like, then what do I do? But I want to be able to access my videos. And the nail in the coffin for me was also when I was trying to access my mom's iCloud and I was trying to get my mom's messages. And the fact that on an Android phone, if I'm not mistaken, I think you can just click and drag the messages out of the phone and just put them on your computer, but not with Apple phones. And so my brother, and of course me, like if I'm going to switch phones, whoa, surprise. Well, I didn't know you were there. Yeah, I've been told that by a lot of you now. Where do I go? Which... He's right, though. Every time I see one of those things, I want to dig. But they made it so impossible for me to... Like, I still haven't figured out how to get my mom's iMessages off of the... Like, I can't get her phone out. I can't get her messages out of the iCloud. You cannot just download messages off the iCloud. You have to either start a new phone with a backup from the iCloud and you'll get the messages that way. You can't even download them in like a PDF format or share them or like forward them. You can't do any of that. And I'm like, well, then what's the point of having them in the iCloud then? I mean, I guess if you want to start a phone with a new backup, but I don't want to do that. I want to download them onto my computer so I can keep them and maybe like, Trekkie, how's it going? And I think Apple is also just really good at making you feel like you're somehow missing out, that you're an outsider, because that's what cults do. And I'm not hating on Apple products because I have an iPhone. I've had an iPhone for years. I love the iPhone, honestly. But their business practices in literally just locking you out of so many things and not being able to access things in a simple way is so infuriating. So the other day I spent like 2 hours trying to get my mom's iMessages or her messages off of the iCloud, and I still haven't figured out how to do it because my brother wants the messages because he apparently got a new phone a while back. I forgot Charlotte. I just forgot my child again from the bus. My alarm even went off and I like silenced it. And then I got distracted talking about something else. I will come get you out. Okay. Okay, hold on. Is Words on Stream working? Probably not. Oh my gosh. I cannot believe I completely forgot. Again.
This woman isn't giving up.
That's her last one.
Really?
Yeah, I looked on Amazon and it said, this is 7 out of 8. And then this one is 8 out of 8. It comes out in December of this year. Charlotte, I am so sorry. I'm so sorry.
You need to have 3 alarms.
I don't even know why I got distracted. Will you take her baby gate down? Can you, or get her out?
How?
Oh my gosh.
I don't know how.
I know, just lift her over it. Well, now we have proof. Now we have 2 different instances of proof that I am a terrible mom. I cannot believe I forgot her again. Like the alarm went off and I silenced it and I even had the app open on my phone. I had the bus app open and I was looking at it and I was like, okay, it's in Golden Gate. It's on Golden Gate and it's going to be driving. Absolute insanity. Call out when your alarm goes off so we can spam. Get your kid. Okay. You know what? Hey, DJ, is there a way? I know nobody calls CPS. Our house is 5 houses down from the bus stop. Is there a way for you to set like an alarm? You know what? It needs to be on Alexa. I just realized because she will.
Okay. Did I just not have a sheet right now?
Have a what?
Have a sheet.
Oh. Yeah, just put a blanket down on top of it. I steamed your mattress No lies. I scrubbed it with soap and water, and then I steamed it just to be safe. So just put like a blanket over the top of it. I need to have it on my Echo. But I would really, you know what? I actually think you can. Turns out you can't use an iPhone while you're busy complaining about iPhones. Apple banned that functionality. How can I? It's so funny because that has never happened until just in the last like, I know, but it's never happened up until just the last like 4 months. That's part of the steamer. Okay, wait. Wolf says, no, you didn't forget your child. You are giving her a chance to prove how trustworthy she is and exercise her independence. Yeah, but Andrew does not want me to do that. He wants me to go out there because I don't want her to get snatched. But you are right, because there's a limit to being a helicopter parent. How can I have like a... Is there an alarm? Like, can you set an alarm to go off on your computer? You know what? I actually think you can set up StreamerBot with the Windows Clock app. Oh, okay. That's good. Also, with this timer app, the Snaz app, I actually think countdown to specific time. I might be able to use that as a widget, actually. I might be able to... You know how the countdown happens at the beginning of my stream? I know, she started banging on the window. For a second, I thought, why is Ander banging up? I forgot my kid again. It's so funny, because I literally had the bus app, like, open on my phone. It was Apple. It was the devil. Okay, so there's a... Hey, it's Paladroon! How's it going, Paladroon? Happy Friday! I just forgot my kid at the bus stop for the second time. Why did that never happen until just like in the last couple months? Well, I have this app called Snaz, which is what I do my countdown with at the very beginning of my stream. And it does look like I can count down to a specific time, but it looks like I have to change that time every single day. Like I have to change the date and I have to change the actual time. But if I could set an alarm on my computer, I wonder if I could. Oh, well, I didn't even. I'm gonna have to do some digging and look into that, because I don't think you can actually set StreamerBot to set off an alarm at a certain time unless you can code, which I can't. I gotta tell you, I would actually kind of like to learn how to code, because there's some widgets I would really love to create. Okay, bus alarm on stream. Like if I could have like a message sent in chat. I'll knock up a StreamerBot function that plays the playing Oscar-winning actors off the stage music at ever-increasing volume when C's buses do. I would love something to come up in chat slash like a widget or something, so that I can have multiple eyes on it in case that happens again with me just not paying attention. I even had that app open and it just didn't. Yeah, I have some widgets I kind of sort of would like. I'd love to do a poll widget that's like an overlay that goes on the screen. And the only poll widgets I've found, they either reset after, or they just dox yourself and chat will monitor the bus for you. How's it going, fan? I know, right? Just pull up my location right on the screen. That's safe, right? Everybody's trustworthy, right? I just need a timer. I just need a time. You know what? While I'm thinking about it, I'm going to add one to Alexa, because even if she starts talking back there, I can be like, wait, what? I do think you can connect Alexa to StreamerBot, actually. I'm almost positive. Alarms. Can I set an alarm that goes off? Oh, yes, I can. I also feel like Charlotte's bus used to get here really, no, wait. I'm going to do it Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, because it doesn't have to happen on Saturdays. Oh, not 3:15 a.m. Nope. I wonder if... I wonder if I could connect it to StreamerBot. Did you see the code for finding out how often commands are used? No. Yes, I did see that. Am I just supposed to paste that into an action? Okay, wait. Simple alarm. You know what I could do? I could make my lights rave. And then everybody would know. I could change my lights and make them like change rainbow colors to be like, it's time for the bus. And then chat would know. Okay. I'm going to save that. Okay. Now that will happen at 3:15 every day, at least for Alexa. Yeah, I would prefer something on the, like on screen, like a widget or something, so I can have, because I do get distracted. And I try really hard not to get distracted, but I just do. Charlotte, I'm sorry. Oh, I'm sorry. I love you. I'm sorry. Were you scared?
No.
Oh, I'm so glad.
Because once I saw that there was no note on the door, I knew that there was nothing wrong.
Did you have a good day today?
Yeah.
Was field day fun?
Yes.
Your cheeks do look better. They look a lot better.
I'm gonna be enamored if there's another one tomorrow.
Enamored? Enamored means obsessed.
Oh.
You're gonna be
Shocked.
shocked.
Beyond
You're gonna be...
shocked.
Have you tried
It's like
not getting
literally
distracted?
Cleaned everything. So, and
I know.
we switched out the pillow. So.
Well, there's another issue is that I should probably change this alarm to being being snoozable, because I think I have, I have snooze on. So that way it'll go off again. I know she would have been. First time it happened, she was a little freaked out. But she has since, I mean, she's, you know, she's getting older. And I do oftentimes, I'm like, well, like, would she, like, someday, wow, they are freaking everywhere, aren't they? How are you supposed to, how are you supposed to... Oh, you don't have to wait until they stop blowing fire. Okay, that's helpful. Go get it. It just has to be close enough to where they are. And obviously, I don't want... Yeah, sound like monkeys. Obviously, I want Charlotte to be safe, and I don't want to be a neglectful parent. But at the same time, like, she's getting older, and I'm like, so do I have to? But Ander is he's very, very worried. So I don't think, I highly doubt. My guess is I'll be going to get her from the bus stop next year as well. Yeah, I'll be playing Control tomorrow. I'll play Control. We'll do it at 2. That's pretty much the regular, the time that my girls do their screen time and whatnot. And I have been practicing Phi's Lament on the piano, and I'm about halfway through it. It's not even a whole block. It's like 5 houses. But Ander says that he is, and I feel this way as well, but Ander is very worried because we live in a military city, and military cities, the military in and of itself can often be utilized for human trafficking. And so he was like, we need to be kind of extra careful because you just never know. And he's not wrong. So I'm not saying that the military is bad. I'm just saying when you have a lot of international relations in an area, and you have high military, you just kind of got to be careful. So, wow, you're halfway there. Dang straight. Where did I end up? There are magmas everywhere, man. Everywhere. Was this where I... this is where I wanted... Oh, yep. This is different. Every time. Whoa! Now there's a green one! Wait, haven't we talked, Zank? Head on a swivel. I know. So the idea of her just walking home from school just by herself makes us really nervous. But I'm also like, does it make us nervous? Are we being helicopter parents? Because I even asked him, well, would you be okay with me meeting her halfway? Because, you know, and he was like, kids get snatched when parents are like picking them up in cars. Like it's happened, and he's not wrong. So I don't know, but normally I don't have a problem with it, but for whatever reason, just in the last like 4 months, I've forgotten my daughter twice. So I have a lot I'm juggling in my head, and I'm trying to balance too many things in my head. Okay, so we got to find a way. Oh, I'll figure something out. Like I said, I'll either make like the lights change color, or I'll find out some sort of widget. I would really love some sort of poll, like I was saying, a poll widget that you can do like a real-time poll on the screen. And so far, I don't feel like anybody's made a widget like that. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it's been a while since I've looked, but that would be really nice. And I've got a couple ideas for some other widgets, but I don't know how to code. But Trekkie says Google is my friend, so I don't know if I necessarily want to like go to coding boot camp. I had a friend that did that. She was a stay-at-home mom, and she was tired of not having a lot of money, and she was tired of like struggling financially. And so she was like, I'm going to go to coding boot camp, and I'm going to learn how to code.
Hey.
Oh. All she needs to do is put on a ratty pageant dress and black dead girl makeup, and no one would try to abduct her. Hopefully. Hey, it's Choppa! Coding good. Ah, yes. Coding good. Like that peanut butter kid. I'd love to learn like some of it, because I'm really fascinated by all the different things you can do with StreamerBot, but I just don't want to take the time. Oh yeah, I added a bunch of new commands. I'm so glad Lindsay did that. Lindsay, I forgot Charlotte at the bus stop again. Does that make me a bad mom? Oh, speaking of coding. Okay, wait. Well, speaking of coding, this is Cody's.
Cody Pody.
Cody Pody. And then there's also... This is the second time I've forgotten her.
Cody Pody.
What was the other one that I did? Don't, I think it is. Don't do that. I was doing that to Auden. Let me know if the volume is not great on these, because I've gotten her 99.9% of the times. And then there's, oh, what else was there that I added yesterday? Shoot. This game is amazing. Wait, what was that from? This game is amazing. What is that from? Is it from Rayman? I have like amazing that goes, that was amazing. Yeah, that one. Right? What the heck, man? I thought I did. Okay, wait, amazing. Let me pull up my my Finder window, because I think they're all in there. Hold on. It's David. Yeah, so I did rage, and I added that one to the rage commands, so that comes up in like, oh, made a marker. It was like 3 to 4 days ago. Oh, it must have been Rayman then. Okay, this game is amazing. Okay, I still have that recording. Let's see. Let me see. Let me see. Media sources, audio sources. Okay, don't do that. Oh, here's one. But I love you. But I love you. And then I've got job. Who are you? What is your job? Oh yeah, I had to add some cooldowns to chats because sometimes they get spammed. Or to commands. Let's see. Oh yeah, there was job. And then what was the other one? What was the other one? Not gonna happen. What did I call that one? I don't even remember. Quite remember, and it's salty. I don't remember what the voice mod was. What was it? Oh, I need those hearts. That's faux show. Oh, I remember this. Oh, check out him up there, just hanging on to that giant ball, just in case. Just in case. Oh, Adam from Metroid Dread. Yeah. Oh, that's not running. This is running. Oh, that's not where I wanted to go, but okay, that's fine. Can I like, oh yes. The sounds. I would love to be a voice actor for these games. Don't do that. Yeah, she was like chewing on her book or something, and I was like, don't. I actually think I made that one a visual one as well. Stixel! Are you a clean, fluffy pupper? We gave you a bath today. Oh, you're so clean. She hated it, but she did it better. I know you're saying stuff, but with that effect, all I hear is destroy element. Oh, could you guys not understand what I was saying? That's funny. Okay, get him. Get him. Monk. Only one? Where'd the other one go? That's fine, I guess. Oh! Man. Oh! Oh. Is this where I came in? Oh, sorry. I tried to make my like voice mod, like I try to make them all understandable at least. You know what I mean? You can do it. Oh, just kidding. We're gonna go over this way. Boop. We're gonna come over here. Woo! We went flying. Hey, it's Quinn! Quinn. Oh, you know what we're gonna do with this fella? Oh, wait. How do you... Wait a minute. Hold on. How do you add things to your pouch? Stop. Put it away. Okay. Can you not add them to your... Okay, fine. What is your opinion on the music for this game? I fell in love with this game's music. For the most part, I really love this game's music. Ooh. Also, playing this game at a table is a challenge because you gotta like, I don't want to play. He's like, ah! That's right. That is right. Oh, shoot. Oh, biscuits. Yeah. Oh, there's like a whole bunch of them. So I was just saying, actually, when we first got here to this, place, I don't love the Volcano's music so much, but I love most of the music. I love most of the dungeons music, and I really love like the dung beetles. And I really love the music of like the sky and flying, and I really love Phi's theme. I'm actually learning Phi's Lament on, oh, that's not what I meant to do. Oh my gosh, throw it. Ah! Sucks to be that guy. I'm learning Phi's Lament that plays at the very, very end. I'm learning that on the piano right now. I actually really appreciate most of this game's soundtrack. I think I'm supposed to catch those. Ah! Wow! That could not have gone any worse. Okay. If I walk really slow, I don't want to catch the dung with it. Is it a dung beetle or is that just a dirt? Eldin roller. These small-bodied bugs roll a big ball of something. The way they busily roll stuff back to their nest is quite adorable. Okay, so they are dung beetles for sure. But for the most part, I really, really love the soundtrack. I love the soundtrack, and this was the first Zelda game that ever had fully orchestrated music. Yeah, it's beautiful. I've learned about half of it, and I've just been... What is this here for? Yeah, look at Link's face. That's my face. Why is there this tiny little... Okay, whatever. I mean, I feel like that has something to do with something. I don't know. But I really, really enjoy this game a lot. And I know this game got a lot of hate. And I know... But, like, I played it when it was first released. And I played it before either of my siblings did. And I really enjoyed it. I thought it was great. I thought it brought a lot of really, really great things to the franchise. It's not my favorite game out of the franchise. Woo! It wasn't my favorite game out of the franchise, but I thought it brought a lot of really new and interesting mechanics. But it also kind of has some things that I really don't love. Like there are some boss fights that I really don't love. For the most part, I think I get the most irritated with the repetitive bosses. Because they really do kind of recycle bosses too much, in my opinion. Like, why not just create new bosses? Why do we have to fight the same bosses multiple times? We fight the scorpion dude 2 times, we fight the imprisoned like 4 times, and we fight the robot pirate dude like 2 times. Like, I don't understand why we had to repeat. I know, and this is what I was saying at the beginning. Like, Groose, we're kind of giving Groose a hard time about being in love with Zelda, but at the same time, I'm like, well, what are the options? There are like, what, 8 teenagers? I mean, there kind of aren't a lot of options. We just kind of have to like, it's kind of like How to Train Your Dragon. In the second How to Train Your Dragon, when they're all like racing each other at the very beginning of the second How to Train Your Dragon, they're all kind of like fawning over Roughnut or whatever the female twin is. And Astrid is like, they're going after Roughnut? And I'm going, Astrid, do you see anybody else for these boys to go after that are their same age? No, there's not. Maybe there are other Skylofts. I don't know. Oh my gosh, TikTok. Video editing is the worst part of content creation. It is my absolute, it is the bane. I hate it so much. And I put it off all the time. I put off all my video editing, and then because I put it off, by the time I'm ready to sit down and edit, which is rarely ever, I have way too many videos to edit. And I'm like, I don't even want to freaking do this now. And then it takes me hours to edit because I have too much to edit. And that's part of the reason I don't do YouTube videos where I'm like just talking to the camera. I'm like, here's my opinion about Zelda bosses or whatever. I like doing those videos. I hate editing them. I hate it. Maybe there are other skylofts. I don't know. Hey, fellas. I'm sure they buried it around here someplace, but I can't find it. Yo, Led, this is the place, ain't it? So what is it they buried again? Because we got some kook that's trying to listen to our conversation, so we gotta, like, explain what we're talking about. You know what I'm saying? A key. K-E-Y, key. That one. They busted up the key to that door and hid the pieces all over the place. I'm telling you, one of the 5 pieces is buried right around here. You're telling me that you guys dig, like, for your life and you can't find a key that's buried somewhere around here? I know, that's what they strike me as. Hey, that reminds me, that strange blonde girl in the weird clothes got taken away too. Wait, taken away? Wait, what? That's right. I bet they got something really valuable stashed in there. And that blonde girl, how do they know what blonde is? Mod Buzz. That blonde girl they took is probably part of their master plan too. I'm telling you, I can smell the riches from here. What do they need riches for? Are they gonna go buy something at like a store? What do you think, Igneous? We sneak inside and take all the treasure we can carry. Why are we so worried about a key when we can just dig our way in? What? Just say it. He's like, you know, you ain't as dumb as you look. Aw, shucks. Can I dig in? Okay, never mind. It's fine. I know, I don't really understand it either, but all I'm saying is everybody gives Goose a hard time because, like, the steam comes out his nose and he's like, me and Zelda are gonna be alone. But it's like, come on. There are only a handful of prospects. They are the great nephews of Nanaroo. Freaking Nanaroo. Is she the one that ran that haunted shop? Oh my gosh, the haunted shop, and I had to save the baby, the napping baby from the ghosts. The oddly garbed figure taken deeper into the region must be Zelda. My calculations agree, Master. There is a 90% probability the figure in question was indeed Zelda. Thanks, Vi. Appreciate it. I think I remember this. I think we have to find the key pieces. Yep, they're just like all around here somewhere. Thanks for being here, Chop. I appreciate it. Bye, y'all. Bye, 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 bye. Glass suck. They're like, oh, okay. I was gonna say, there's probably one like right here. No. So do I have... No, I do not. I was gonna say, do I have arrows? I don't think I do. Just get them while they're running. You know what I mean? Then they can't like aim their... Oh, yes, they can. All right, fine. That dude is just gonna keep blowing his horn and it is gonna do nothing for nobody. Where did he go? Oh. Somebody! Anybody! Any bokoblins! Help a brother out! Come help us! Bowling for bokoblins. Got a hair in my mouth. What time is it? 3:56? Okay. Okay, so the question is, where is all the turkeys? That is the question. How far do these pieces go? Like, do they... Master, there's a 98.5% possibility that everything I say is redundant and blatantly obvious. Yeah, Fi is not my favorite. It was really hard going to Fi after coming from Midna. I gotta be totally honest. It was not ideal. I feel like I remember this. Aren't you supposed to like toss a... Wait, no, you're not. I think you're supposed to do this. Oh, that's right. You're supposed to like roll it all the way over there. Oh yeah. Oh, dang. That's the same thing I did last time. Okay. Oh, I think I'm supposed to throw it. I don't think I'm supposed to roll it. Really? think it's getting in the way of the thing. Nice. Got it. I mean, seriously, people, Nintendo opened a can of worms for us nerds and has, when the main hub has maybe 100 to 150 people total, being generous with unseen characters. I mean, I'm with you. Doesn't make any sense, but I just don't think about it. Oh, I think we have to dig for them. Like, I'm pretty sure that's a key piece. Yo. Yo. Huzzah. Feel like but ultimately with this game, I really loved the dungeons. I really loved the mechanics. I did not love Fi, except, and I don't want to spoil it for anybody that hasn't finished it yet. There is a moment near the end that I really do appreciate Fi, and I love her music. Absolutely love her music. It's beautiful. But I prefer her piano music, not the one where it's like a little flute or whatever. I really love just the very plain and simple piano. And I believe that's called Fi's Lament. I think so. I inspired Quinn to get Ghost Trick, and now I may have to get me some Skyward Sword and enjoy those New Jersey twins. Oh, there are so many of them. There are a ton of them. All the Mogmas, they're everywhere. They're great. Okay. The Mogmas are great. Have you never played Skyward Sword? It's great. Like I said, okay, that was not ideal. A lot of people gave it a lot of hate, and I get it. The original motion controls were pretty cumbersome, and they were frustrating. But ultimately, I thought it was a great addition to the franchise. I really enjoyed it. Some of my all-time favorite bosses are in this game. And coincidentally, some of my least favorite bosses in the entire franchise are also in this game. So it's an interesting one because it has a lot of like things that I absolutely love about it. And then there are some things that I was like, what the heck were the devs thinking? I'm listening to Alexa go off for Charlotte. She's making ramen noodles. I ordered one of those. Who are you? What is your job? I ordered one of those like ramen noodle bowls where it's like a bowl with a strainer and then a top. So she doesn't have to use the stove. She can just put it all in the microwave safe bowl, put it in, and then she pulls the little strainer up and just dumps it in the bowl and doesn't have to worry about cooking it on the stovetop. Seriously, so much content. What boggles my mind is that everyone says she's less annoying in the Switch version. I don't know how the Wii players didn't throw their remotes through the TV. She's less annoying in this version. I actually think I remember people saying that. I think she's still kind of annoying. Well, you know what? The only way for them to make her less annoying is to change her entire character completely. The fact that everything she says is redundant is like, that's just a character design flaw. She doesn't have to repeat those things. She really doesn't. Like, we've played Zelda before. Like, we are fully aware of what this all means. Like, it's not a, you know what I mean? So that gets kind of old. But it was really hard coming down after Midna because Midna was such a great secondary character. And we all really, like, she was the best little guide. I mean, think of all the guides you have. Have an excellent weekend, Lindsay. Thank you so much for being here. Appreciate it. You can skip her dialogue in places. But I love you. So we've got Navi. We've got Tattle and Tittle and Tattle, or what were they called? Tattle and Toddle? Toddler? No. And then we have Midna, and we have Fi, and we have Eslo, and we have, what other ones do we have? What other companions do we have? Because not every Zelda game has a companion. See, and what's funny about Wind Waker is I probably would have enjoyed it more if I'd played it closer to, oh, that's right, you get the boat. That's right. Listen, I liked Wind Waker. I thought Wind Waker was fun. I really enjoyed it. It was different than I thought it was going to be. It had a great little twist in it. I thought it was great. But it's low on my list, on my tier list. And not because it's a bad game, but because I just played it really late. I played it when I played it after Twilight Princess, and I think I even played it after Skyward Sword. I mean, I played it really late. And so it was kind of like it was fun. It was really fun. And I fully believe it has its place for sure. But for me personally, it was like, I should have played this. Well, I feel the same way about Majora. Oh my gosh. I feel the same way about Majora's Mask. I think I would have enjoyed Majora's Mask better if I had played it sooner than when I did. So I can totally 100% appreciate Wind Waker for what it is. But if you look at all those NPCs, all those companions, Midna is best by far. In Susie Grace's opinion. You guys don't have to agree with me. That's my opinion. I loved Midna. I became attached to her. Everything that happened with her, like, you kind of hate her at the beginning. You're like, wow, you are mean. You are kind of nasty. But then you realize who she is and what she does, and there's sacrifice involved, and there's all this really wonderful stuff. I mean, she's fleshed out as this really major character with her own character arc. Fi doesn't have her own character arc. Navi doesn't have her own character arc. The boat does have its own character arc, I think so. But yeah, Midna was sassy, but you loved her still. And, you know, she definitely kind of, I don't want to say that she changed, but your opinion of her changed once you learned more about her. So it was easy to kind of fall in love with her, and which made it all the harder when the end finally came, right? With Fi, you know, Fi's just a robot. She's just a robot. And she talks about things redundantly over and over and over again. But we will get eventually to a scene that I really appreciate. Oh my gosh. Was I supposed to? Holy moly. Whoa. Oh, I want that. I need that. Oh, I do this in the, oh, okay. I do this in the thing, on the thing. Oh, can I not add those to my pouch? What's the difference between my pouch and my items? Bottle, don't do it. Don't do it. There we go. Got it. Oh, you know what? I have played Shadow of the Colossus. It's been a really long time since I played Shadow of the Colossus. I loved Shadow of the Colossus. However, I have some big beefs with the camera angles and the controls. The worst Colossus was the turtle. And the geysers. That Colossus made me want to chuck my controller through a window. I can't believe I did it. All the other ones were doable, but that one in particular was brutal. And I was so frustrated about it. Where are we going? I don't even know. Where are all the pieces to the thing? Like, where are all the pieces? Okay. There's a thing. Don't jump down off of it. Okay. I loved Shadow of the Colossus a lot. I heard that many people loved that game, but I played it after Twilight Princess, so I kept being disappointed since I liked it. See, this is my toxic trait with gaming. Is I'll be like, oh, this game is kind of like Hollow Knight, but it's not like Hollow Knight. And I really wish that they had controls like Hollow Knight, and or like a Final Fantasy game. I'll be like, oh man, I just really wish this was Final Fantasy, or Final Fantasy VII. Like, why don't they do it like Final Fantasy VII? Well, Final Fantasy VII did it this way. And in reality, it's like, Susie, if you love Final Fantasy VII so much, then play Final Fantasy VII. Don't sit here and complain that this game isn't Final Fantasy VII. You're not playing 7. You're playing a totally different game. That's my own problem. I've done that with Hollow Knight before, like games like Hollow Knight. I'll be like, oh, well, Hollow Knight's controls were better. Well, yeah, because Hollow Knight is its own game. Good luck with your video editing, my dude. Video editing is not ideal. Okay. Wish you the best of luck, my friend. But I appreciate Skyward Sword a lot. I think Skyward Sword is a great addition to the franchise. I think it's super fun, and I'm really enjoying playing it now. But Fi, they could have, and I think the frustrating thing too is it's like, well, you've proved that you can make a really great NPC or like a companion, because you did that with Midna. And so this felt like a backward, this definitely felt backward. It was like, I don't know, I feel like we're regressing, you know? But she's just a robot, which I guess I understand, but still, I don't know. It doesn't make us really super connect with her. She's not human. So there's no way we can connect with her on that human level because she's not human. Oh, I remember that. That's me. I wish RPGs had more variety. Also me. I wish this game played like insert RPG I was criticizing for not having variety. Yep. That's my toxic trait. Like, if you want to play Hollow Knight, then play Hollow Knight. Don't sit and complain that a game isn't Hollow Knight. You can say that about any Metroidvania game. It's like, oh, well, this isn't Metroid. So, I wish that you had upgrades like Samus. I was like, well, okay. Hey, it's John! Everything is quiet in my headphones today. For unknown reasons. You know what? That happens sometimes. Sometimes my computer's audio just decides to... I don't know. It's a mystery. It's a mystery. Oh my gosh, I'm hungry. I'm ready for pizza. What am I doing tonight? Oh, I'm going to mess around with my new phone and figure it out. Okay, wait a minute. Am I... I can douse for these? Oh, wow. They're nowhere around here. Okay. Okay. Oh, wait. I think I made a mistake. Oh, just kidding. I think I'm supposed to... Did I come up here already? Yeah, I did. Yeah, see? She's like, Master, it's hot. Yeah. Well, I am on fire right now. I am, indeed. That's true. Is there a... Oh, there is this. Look at that. Oh, this doesn't do anything. Oh. Oh. Yeah, I got a new... So I'm an iPhone user. And I got an Android. Oh, no! Oh, okay, we'll stand right here. Of course that would happen right when I jumped on it. Got a new phone. I think I got an S22, a Galaxy S22. I can't remember if I got a 22 or a 23. I think I got a 23, actually, now that I think about it. I can't afford to stay in the Apple game. I just can't. And now that I don't have an Apple MacBook, there's no reason for me to stay in the Apple like ecosystem. I don't have that ecosystem anymore. And I never thought I would see the day that I wasn't in that ecosystem, because I've always been in that ecosystem. But like, it's just not sustainable. I can't afford it. And with all due respect to Apple, their stuff keeps shrinking and getting more expensive. Their MacBooks are smaller, their screens are smaller, and yet I'm paying twice as much for a computer. And I got my PC with a much bigger screen for far less than I would have got, which is working fine for me. You know what? The only reason I actually got a MacBook in the first place, now that I think about it, is because... Oh. It's in this room. Oh, I understand. You cannot export any type of message, iMessage, SMS, MMS, RCS from an iPhone. Can you from an Android? Or can you just go into like the... Oh, I see it. It's right there. Okay. Can you just drag and drop it off of... This is going to kill me. Oh, no, it didn't. Awesome. Great. Hey, Apple. Innovation is not adding one additional USB port on the other side of the laptop when PCs have had 4 for years. Yeah, needing all these like extra like dongles and like adapters and stuff. Oh, it's just infuriating. It's so infuriating. And it just got... The reason I got my MacBook in the first place was for my audiobook. I remember now. That was why I got a MacBook, because MacBooks are silent. They're quiet. So I could record with my MacBook in the closet with me, and you never knew it was there. I tried doing it with a PC, and you could hear the PC fan. But now that I've done that, I absolutely to be 100% honest, I could well, you can export messages on Android. Okay. I don't know where you are in the process of switching, and maybe someone beat me to this punch, but make sure to turn off iMessage on the old phone. Well, I have to trade it in anyway, so I have to turn all that stuff off. I gotta turn off like Find My iPhone, and I gotta turn all that stuff off. But I have until the 27th to turn that phone in and decide if I want to keep the Android or not, because I'm getting a trade-in value of like $200 toward the Android phone. So I don't know. I'm worried. I mess around with Anders' phone sometimes, and I don't like hate it, but Anders' phone I think is an S10 or something. His is a lot older. Okay, that's good to know. I just know that Apple just makes things so complicated. They make things so complicated because they're this cool little cult. And they make you feel bad for feeling left out or changing or switching because that's just, oh, I don't want to go all the way up there. Isn't there a place in here I can just ride my sailcloth up there? Right? But my family, my entire family is also on iPhones. And so we have a group chat, which doesn't completely screw things up, but it does if I'm trying to send videos. If I'm trying to send videos, we would have to use iMessage because Ander has an Android phone, and I can't send him videos without them being like super choppy and totally janky. But I can send them through WhatsApp, and he gets them just fine. So like WhatsApp is fine. I can use that, but I feel like I'm screwing things up for my family and the group chat. So it's true. Apple they put you in this position where you feel really like bad about making the switch. But Ander was like, I have literally never once thought, oh, I wonder if I'm missing things out or whatever. I don't know. Fi is something different, a trope they haven't done yet. Do you want an abrasive, tragic archetype every time? No, I do not. You're right. It was something that they'd never done. Okay, look at this. This is one of my favorite things about Skyward Sword. Every little cutscene leading into the dungeon is different. And there's this little cutscene that they've never done in any other Zelda game that's like, Link is like, oh yeah, it's time to do this. Like he knows what he needs to do. Is he scared? Maybe. Okay, wait. You are missing out on the 30% app store fee on every app. Okay, just talking about music. This is a banger. I love this. Wait, yeah, no, you're right. Feeling bad is 100% on the user. I'm just saying, because I've been a part of like the iPhone, Apple like world for so long, it makes me feel bad because I know that like messages are going to be a little bit different. Our group chat's going to be a little bit different. Whatever, it's fine. But ultimately, I know what I need to do for the best for me. That's for the best for me, because I don't use, like, I have my old MacBook, yes, but like it's old and I can pull it out every once in a while, but I don't use it regularly anymore. I use my PC laptop now. I would love to be able to just like drag and drop things on the phone. I don't want to have to go through iTunes. I don't want to have to go through Apple Music. I don't want to have to go through iPhoto. I don't want to have to go through all these different things. I just want to be able to drag and drop, man. I just want to drag and drop. Just drag and drop. Okay, so wait. So Apple was hiking a 30%. Oh, we've got another magma. These New Jersey peeps. So they're not on fire while they're hanging out up there, but then they're on fire. They immediately light themselves on fire. My partner's gone missing, and those red guys are everywhere. I never should have come here. Oh, it's you again. He just said that whole thing talking to me. Come all this way in search of your friend, eh? That reminds me. Before I came in here, I saw a weird-looking blonde girl get dragged away. But don't even dream about going to the rescue. Those baddies are everywhere. If you want to live too, live again one day. If you should head for home, pal. Don't tell me what to do. You're not my dad. If you bought through the Apple App Store, you were charged an additional 30% because the App Store and Apple could. Are you serious? And is that why Apple was just taken to court and lost? I remember seeing a video. Ah! I remember seeing a video about that on YouTube. Somebody was like discussing like that the Apple had just was hit with their biggest lawsuit or something yet, but I hadn't actually watched it. They were charging devs a 30% fee to process charges, and they had to do it through Apple's payment system. The devs passed the cost to the user. Wow, that is so dirty. As if Apple doesn't already have the bajillion dollars. Oh my gosh. That is insane. That's insane. And you know what? It's 4:18, so because I can't shut my trap when I'm saying goodbye to people. Oh, that's a snake. This might be some of my favorite. This might be some of my favorite dungeon music. If you think about dungeons that make you if I were to play this song for you and you didn't know where it was, but I gave you choices like this music sounds like you're in and I gave you a choice of like a dense forest, a magma-filled cavern, a blazing hot desert, or a mountain peak, what would you choose from this music? And I feel like it sounds more like either a desert or the magma. It sounds very earthy. It doesn't sound foresty at all. I feel like another good example of that is in Twilight Princess. I would actually probably pick desert as well. Trick question. Because it does. It totally sounds very deserty. Sounds very earthy. Sounds very sandy, actually. Another good one is the Forest Temple in Twilight Princess. The Forest Temple in Twilight Princess, in my opinion, has the best Forest Temple music out of any Forest Temple in the whole Zelda franchise. It's got those soft drums in the background, and it just sounds very, tribal. And there's lots of like whistles and like flutes, and it just sounds, I don't know, it sounds like you're in a giant tree. And I love it when games do that. Obviously, that's what games are going for. That's why they have music like this, but not all the time. But it's not all the time that they really hit the nail on the head. There are definitely times where you're like, this doesn't really fit very well. I felt like Hollow Knight did a really good job with their music. I felt like every place you went, it sounded except Kingdom's Edge. I'm not saying Kingdom's Edge wasn't beautiful, but it was kind of wild that it was kind of up in this area where it was just this open kind of like, I don't know, there are all these like platforms and stuff, and you're just kind of this open, like snowy area. I don't know. It didn't feel that way to me. Because there's all this like piano, this kind of sad piano, but it is kind of a sad, dreary place. So I guess that makes sense. But maybe I don't know. That's an interesting concept because I would love to, that would be such an interesting game to play. I've never played Final Fantasy 16. So show me a song and tell me what it sounds like, and then give me like a multiple choice of what to choose from. Because I feel like a multiple choice is a little more fair. If you were to just be like, what does this make you think of? It's like, well, I don't know. But I also felt that way with a lot of the music from the machines from Horizon Forbidden West. They did a really good job of sounding like the machine animal type they were. Whereas in the first one, I feel like it was all just kind of like, wow, these really big crazy machines. But in the second one, Forbidden West, they had certain themes for certain big giant machines that were almost considered like mini bosses because you didn't find them very often. And they each had their own. Oh yeah, it was ashy, and the arena combatants were falling down. Did you guys find Tiso there? You can find Tiso there. If you find him in all the right places, like Cloth and like Quirrell, you'll find Tiso like on a platform. He fell. We did that as an exercise in creative writing class. Teacher played bits of music from soundtracks, and we had to guess what was going on in the movie. Now, see, I love that exercise. I think that's awesome. And I remember one time, this is bringing back memory. I remember one time we were listening to some music at my salon that was it sounded to me like something that was really like, it sounded to me like something you would play in Nordstrom, to be honest. It was this kind of like lo-fi, kind of like really artsy kind of music, kind of like house music almost, but it was really lo-fi. And my client was like, this is interesting music you guys have playing today. And I was like, yeah, it is. It kind of reminds me of something I'd hear. Like if I were in like a penthouse apartment in New York City and I was going to an art gallery and everybody was walking around with martinis and everybody was dressed in black and maybe had just red accents. Like that's what they were asked to wear, was black with a red accent somewhere. And my client was like, what? And I was like, oh, you don't imagine that when you hear this song? It's nothing. It's totally fine. So that would be a really interesting exercise. Huh. Interesting. But yeah, if you listen to this music and you didn't know it had to do with kind of an earth temple, I would probably choose the desert as well. But it does sound very earthy. Sounds very earthy, and I can't really describe it, but it sounds hot. Maybe there's something about the musical, maybe there's something about like the notes and whatnot, and like the note and the different instruments that are being used, like the guitar and like that flute, that flute instrument that they're using, that makes it feel hot because makes it sound hot because there are also ways you can make areas sound cold without actually, and I listened to this, I think I posted this on Discord. There's a whole video that goes into how video games make areas sound cold. Sometimes they add little bells, little jingle bells, and you obviously know that you're somewhere in the snow. But for some reason, there are ways and notes, and there are certain chords, and there are certain pitches, and there are certain instruments that just automatically make you think of cold. This one makes me think of heat. Whether it's a desert or it's magma or it's a volcano or something like that, it feels hot for some reason. And I'm not really sure why. Maybe it's that and then there's that sound right there, that kind of sound. I can't think of what that is, but it sounds that almost sounds kind of like a snake. So maybe that adds to the deserty kind of feel. I don't know. But I will say that the desert music in Skyward Sword is some of my favorite music out of the entire Zelda franchise. I love it. And I especially love the desert music in the past. That one adds this kind of mechanical feel to it, and it ramped it up to 11 for me. The first time, yeah. So Phendrana Drifts versus Magmoor Caverns, there's just a difference. Like there aren't any bells. There isn't any like little jingle bells or anything in Phendrana Drifts, but it sounds cooler temperature-wise than Magmoor Caverns does. And that is the power of music. That's the power of notes and note placement and instruments. And that's not even orchestral. That's all just MIDI music, you know? But still, I listen to a lot of music that elicits the feeling that I'm old. I also feel that too. The other day I was walking out of Walmart and the guy had to check my receipt, and he was probably about my same age. And right as I walked up to him, Britney Spears, oh baby, baby, started to play over the whole comm system. And I held out my receipt to him and I went, oh, this song. And he went, we don't need to acknowledge this song. And I was like, oh my gosh, I haven't heard this song in so long. And he was like, we don't have to talk about it. Oh my gosh. Yeah, most of the music these days, like I don't listen to music these days because I think it's all pretty terrible. All the music I hear on the radio is not. I would much rather listen to like 70s, 80s. I don't even really listen to 90s. I listen to a lot of 80s music. You know, I listen to a lot, and I actually listen to a lot of lo-fi. I listen to a lot of lo-fi. But I'm gonna post that video of that Common song. Dude, that Common song from Smallfoot, it's gonna blow your minds. It's so good. I wonder if the sounds of like bells and stuff sound as cool to people in the Southern Hemisphere as they do for us. I don't know, but there's a whole video this girl did where she broke down, and she was way more of a musical prodigy. I'm a musical person, but I can't be like, well, the A flat here makes this chord sound like a such and such. Like, I can't do that. I don't think that way. My mom might have been able to, but I can't think that way. And she breaks down why the chords sound that way. There's another video that breaks down why Mariah Carey's All I Want for Christmas Is You is literally the most jolly Christmas music ever written. And it has something to do with that chord. There's a chord that has 5 notes in it, and one of those notes adds just extra festiveness. And I don't know why. Because for me, it seems like I associate them with cool because they're used so heavily for Christmas music, which is a cold time of year for me. So is it perceived more warmly for people in the other side? That is a really, that's a really good question. Because I'm originally from Utah, where I also heard lots of bells in Christmas music. But at the same time, everybody hears bells in Christmas music wherever they live, right? Because even when you live in a place like Texas, which doesn't get super, super cold, we still listen to Christmas music all month long in December, and we still hear those bells all the time. And so to us, we think Christmas. And we all know Christmas is the most magical when it's snowy. So that's one of the reasons I do miss snow, but only around Christmas. I don't miss it. Like if I could get snow on Christmas Day, that would be great. The charismatic voice on YouTube, is that the person that broke down the... There's another guy, Charles Cornell, who used to do the musical vines. He stopped doing that, which made me so sad, but he would take vines or like TikTok videos or whatever, and he'd add music to them. He's super talented and so funny. And now his YouTube channel is him breaking down iconic music. He breaks down How to Train Your Dragon. He breaks down Hey Arnold's theme song and why it works so well and why it's such a bop and why everybody loved it. He breaks down like Hans Zimmer's songs. He breaks down all these different things. And from what I understand, most people would say that the How to Train Your Dragon theme, the main theme, is probably one of the greatest themes that's ever been written in like this generation. Like that is what all composers are going for. It's not Hans Zimmer, it's John Powell, but it's it's legendary. To me, it seems similar to how people say, oh man, using that thing is so intuitive, but really it's just intuitive because they're using design choices that other people use. So you're used to it. Something being unintuitive doesn't necessarily mean bad, just means you may not be used to using it in that way yet. Yeah. Like me with an Android phone. I don't know. I'll return in a report. I think I can get used to it. It's a relatively newish model. And so way back when, you know what? I didn't use a Galaxy phone. I used a Google phone and I did not love it. I think it was powered by Android, but it was a Google-based phone. But Google's come a long way since then. I've heard a lot of great things about the Google, what is it, Pixel? I've heard a lot of great things about that. But as far as affordability goes, I think I got a S23. To be totally honest, I was thinking if I do end up liking it and if I do end up keeping it, I may get a Galaxy smartwatch because it looks like a regular watch. That's what I wanted. I would love a regular watch that can count my steps, buzz when I get a text, and buzz when I get a phone call. And maybe buzz if I set an alarm. That's all I want. I don't need it to monitor my blood oxygen level. I don't need it to monitor my heart rate. I don't want to wear it when I work out. I don't want to, I don't need it to be crazy heavy on my wrist. I would just love to be like, oh, somebody's calling me. I need to go find my phone. Or, oh, I got a text. Okay, whatever. Not a big deal. I don't want tons of bells and whistles. And I'd like it to look like an actual watch that I feel like I could wear with a silver band that's stainless steel and make it look like a real watch instead of wearing an Apple Watch that I feel like just looks kind of sporty when I'm wearing like a dress. I don't know. That's just me personally. In Melbourne on Christmas Day, 24, it was 92 degrees Fahrenheit. Well, this is why Bluey, they have the Christmas swim episode. You know, it's like, yeah, it's like 92 degrees and they're like all swimming in the pool. Paladins tried to switch to Android a few times and I just can't. I'm not really a fanboy. I love the stuff people are doing with Android and it's a fine platform, just not something I've been able to adjust to. That's my fear. I'm afraid I'm going to trade this phone in and then be stuck with an Android forever that I just hate, but I don't know. Maybe hate is a strong word. So that's what I'm going to do tonight. But tomorrow, I'll be on the Discord playing Control. And I'm close to the end, but because I've only played, I mean, I feel like I've done myself kind of a disservice with this game because I only play it on Saturdays and then I miss some Saturdays. And so the story is already hard to understand as it is. And there have been times where I'm like, maybe I should just but I feel like I'm so close to the end. I just feel like I would feel like such a failure if I was just like, you know what? I'm just gonna, like, I'm curious to see how it ends. I have an idea. No, I know that. I know that. I'm just saying the Google phone in itself, I don't feel like Anders' phone now works like the Google phone I used 10 years ago. They whatever, maybe it was Android, maybe I was using, I think it was a Google Nexus. I think the Galaxy phones are just better. I think their interface is better than the Nexus was 10 years ago. Everybody's had an opportunity to grow since then. So, but I'll go live tomorrow on the Discord and we'll play Control. I know I'm close to the end, but I feel like I want to see how it ends because I have some opinions on I've got some ideas of what I think is going to happen, but I could totally be wrong. Goodness knows I was wrong at every turn with Ghost Trick. Every single time I thought I knew, I was just 100%. I was always wrong. I'm going to wait for this year's iPhones. I'm hearing rumors of a foldable. If they don't hit that, I may just buy a foldable Android. I own my phone outright, so I have low risk unless I choose to trade it in. Yeah, see, I own mine as well. Anyway, thank you guys so much for being here, and thank you guys for not judging me for forgetting my kid at the bus stop. I'll look into that this weekend and figure out a way. I would really love to do it as a widget or something, or a countdown. I wonder if there, I don't know. I'll have to mess around with it. And maybe I think I can hook up, I may be able to hook StreamerBot up with Alexa. And if that's the case, then I can probably do some sort of chat announcement or something like that. I don't know, but just remember, you matter. You are so important. I appreciate every single one of you so much. And I love the time we get to spend together. I love being here and playing fun games with people and having an awesome community to hang out with and chat with. And I just love it. I love it so much. I hope everybody has an excellent weekend. Thank you, Mactastic. Same to you. Happy Pizza Day. And if I see you guys tomorrow, then I'll see you guys tomorrow. And if not, then I'll see you on Monday. I am gonna be back to Rayman Legends on Monday. Yesterday we had a blast with Rayman Legends. We did some sock hands, some hands-free platforming. It was nuts. It was really, really fun. So I love you guys. Don't forget it. Choose kindness. This world is crazy. Don't be the reason life is harder for another person. Choose kindness and have compassion on people. Everybody's going through something. And I appreciate every single one of you. And I will see all of you guys next time. Bye.
It doesn't matter. It's in the past.
It's not over. It's not done till it's not over till it's what?
See you later.